Maybe not that long. But where would it be though? Where would it go way to?
Okay, you're now
I'm
having
trying to look to
conversations
where it's sent.
online. You're alive.
I don't see it.
1-1. My microphone is slow, right? You hear me?
Yep,
Yes, I hear you.
Hold on. Just start your show. We are live.
You're live.
Introduce you.
Hello, everyone.
All right, Mr. Panting Productions.
Hello, everyone. Welcome to Hamilton Radio. My show, Teens with Dreams, with my sponsor, Jerry Petito Show. Welcome, everyone. I haven't been here in a while. I'm back. I want to introduce my guest today.
Hi, Therese Rolke, and I'm with an organization called Life Vest Inside.
Ava.
Hey. Ava Holly, 4A star. Yeah.
We're being crazy today.
Yeah, I know.
Everything is
It's
moving around.
We're all like
No
brain
music.
fried. Yeah, we got to find the music. We got to find the. Who the heck knows what we got to find? We found God.
People,
We find
people
God
won't-
every day,
Yeah,
right?
What are they talking about?
Yeah, 4A Star, we do talent management, special event planning. Now we run our business right out of the Rise and Shine office space that we have together with Mr. Panting and run Mr. Panting Productions out of there.
Nice.
So, Therese, do you want to talk about what you do? And everything?
Yeah, sure. So I actually have my own business. I teach people how money works, how to get out of debt, how to make and save money for retirement, and I love helping people to reach their goals financially.
Can you relate something like that to like people of his age group?
What would
Like
you say to what would you recommend to like a young kid, like that's starting,
Okay.
like
I can
17,
speak.
18,
I can actually speak to that because when I was young, I had a dream of owning my own home. I didn't want to rent because when I was growing up, we rented. And I had a situation which upset me, and I felt like the landlord actually controlled our lives. So I vowed to myself, I'm never going to rent. I'm going to own my home when I get married
Right.
and move out of my parents' house. So I started saving my money at a very young age because I had a goal. So set a goal. You might have to make some sacrifices. Like I gave up traveling, going on vacations in the summertime with my friends because I said in the summertime, that's when I make the most money. So I said, I can't go on a trip with you for a week. It takes a week out of my salary. And then I'm spending my money on top of that. I'm going to save money for a house. You want to go away for a couple days on the weekend? I can manage that. It's not going to interfere with anything.
Yeah.
So set a goal and stick to your vision. And by the time I was 25 years old, I bought my first house when I got married.
That's crazy.
Never rented a house, never rented space. I went from my parents' house to the house we have today.
Wow.
And we're mortgage free right now. So
Wow. That's great.
Isn't that great?
Yeah, that's great.
So if I can inspire anybody to do the same, that's what I would recommend. Stay focused on what you want. Yeah, and you can have it.
I like that.
Yay! I love it.
It touched me too,
Oh, sweet.
Ava, you want to talk about what you do?
The 4A Star umbrella, or we want to do
Everything,
Ava's
everything,
eye
you're
bags?
everywhere.
All right, like manure, right? Everywhere. Yeah, we do. We're going to be doing some tweaking in the new year. Yet, as of right now, we work with some break-in models, individual singer-songwriters, and indie authors. So I love to write. So I like working with writers and doing stuff like that and writing music and all that stuff. So my background's in music and theater. I've been in the industry for over 30 years. And it's amazing that break-ins don't really know what to take to an audition, what to do. So we work with in that respect. I run a mastermind class that will run out of the new office space. And yeah, and then we've got the Ava's Eye Bags project, which is empowerment purses. They have a message on the outside, a message on the inside, hopefully positive, and no, positive messages on both in and out. And Every bag comes with a gift inside between $20 and $50, and every bag gives back to a different charity. We are working with 21 charities across the country, and we have about a dozen of those charities selected. Now we've taken a little bit of a back burner, both Marco's business and my business, to get this office space set up, which I'm sure you can mention in a little while and talk about that. And now that the doors are open, and we still have some, marketing and things to do for the office
Just
space,
trying our
but
best,
yeah, but yet we are going to be running our businesses out of that space.
That's
So,
fantastic.
yeah, so that's kind of fun.
I just work, do everything. I
Yeah,
can
it's
to
crazy, right?
manage,
It's all I feel
it's
like we're doing anymore.
It's like
Teens with
and
dreams.
we only had we finished the whole place in like 4 months, right?
Yeah, 4 or 5 months.
Because we had to paint everything, we had to furnish everything.
Move electric.
Right now,
move,
we just
know.
found out that our heater is not on. Like
It's the
off
craziest
for, like,
story.
the whole year. It's
The
locked.
heater's locked in the back. So now we have a staff meeting last night, and it's freezing in there.
Freezing. Oh,
And
Lord.
we found out that the air conditioner was fine. We only opened on Labor Day Sunday, and so now we find out the meter's locked. So the property manager sends me a photo of the meter, and so I was on the phone 3 times with the gas company so they could figure out, because we're in a shopping center. They need to know which meter goes to our place.
Wow.
So now they have to come unlock it, test it on the outside. Then they come back and test it on the inside, and they can't even make an appointment with us till after November 12th.
No.
So, yeah,
No.
but it's all good.
It
Yeah,
is all
it's all
good.
good.
You'll be laughing at all this.
Yes.
When you're got all your space filled
Yeah.
up and you're bringing
Look,
the money,
we gave
right?
it 2 years. We want to be able to look back at this time and say,
Like,
what the heck were we
wow.
thinking?
And the best thing we can do is just do try our best.
Yeah.
Like I tell Ava, at least we we started it. A lot of businesses don't even start. You
Yeah.
know, I mean, like I said, if we're trying our best, if we picked it up, we'll go down together. You know what I mean? Like it's like, it's a thing where we won't give up. Like
Good for you.
if this is gonna close, it closed, right? I'll open another place. That's how I think.
Yeah.
I don't
you
stop
gotta
dreaming.
setting out to your teens with dreams. You got to take that when you have that thought of a goal, or like you said, writing down goals, or setting your goals,
Yeah.
or an idea. You got to take action on it, because the
That's
dream doesn't
right.
happen by itself without the
That's
action behind it.
right.
So if it fails, it fails.
That's
They
right.
say success is how many times you fail forward.
Right. Right.
And you just got to pick yourself up and keep going on the next thing. Yet don't diminish your dream by not acting on it, because it's not going to happen unless you are
Right.
the facilitator to see it
Right.
to the next
I
level.
wouldn't have had that house if I didn't put the money away.
Right? So
That's
you
taking
have to
action.
be able to discipline yourself and set that and say, yes, this is working. No, this is not working, and be able to deal with the fact that if it doesn't work, you just move on to the next
That's
thing.
right. That's right.
So
Awesome advice. Hope all you guys out there are taking notes.
I mean, just don't stop. You don't stop dreaming. Like when I was in high school and like middle school, I always had like a goal in life. Like I wanted to be somebody. I'm still trying. To get there. You know what I mean? But like I would never give up. I just kept going and going and going. I had voices telling me, "Oh no, you can't do that. Just give up. Just leave it." You know what I mean?
naysayers.
I was always bullied and everything. So like a lot of those things was bringing me down. But like now that I'm like grown and everything, those words that they said to me, it like motivating me more to be stronger
Sure. Yeah.
and to keep going. Not giving up.
And
Good.
how many times do we go through life and we are taught by experts, they say, to get rid of those people in your life
Right.
that don't align with your
right.
dream?
Yep.
How hard is it to do at our age?
Right.
It's harder at Marco's age and
Right.
in the teens. It's hard to shut people out sometimes, but you have to be able to do that if you have a goal and a dream. You have to be able to believe in yourself and let everything that everybody else is saying just be what they say, and not what is in your heart and your drive.
Surround yourself with positive people who are aligned with you.
Yeah, that's it.
Yep.
You have to surround yourself with the people
Yep.
that think the way you do, act the way you do. And is it always going to be smooth sailing? No,
No.
but you have to be able to tell the other people, I don't care what you think, in your head, I don't care what you think, this is what I'm doing.
Right.
Like there's a book out there called Watch Me. Tell me I can't do something, and just turn around and say, watch me,
It's a challenge.
Mm-hmm.
It's a challenge. It motivates you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It just doesn't like. It's like I feel like the more I get like thrown words at me and like stuff at me, it's just like, oh, thank you. It's motivating me more
Yes.
to continue.
Yeah. Good.
Because you know what I mean. It's like if you, I'm thankful. I'm actually thankful for being bullied because it's like I didn't want to be bullied, but that just motivated me to be stronger, and to
Yes.
continue because like they think you're not no one in life, but you know that you can be someone in life, you know what I mean? So it's just
Right.
like it just makes you stronger to continue,
Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
every experience, good and bad, is a learning experience.
That's
So
right.
even if it's a bad thing that happens to you or at you, you come through it
Yep.
like you have, you come through it, you have to take that as a learning experience to the next person as we go to talk about paying it forward and kindness and all that stuff.
Right. And I love what you said. It makes you stronger as long as you know from within. Well, first of all, you have to love yourself,
Yes.
right? Because if you love yourself, you know you're a good person. You know you're doing good things. You have to believe in yourself so that when they say those things, it's just okay. That's great. It's kind of like they're kind of reflecting on themselves, really, right? And you're strong, and you have good people in your life that are positive. So you want to stick with them and follow them and be a leader in your own right for those people that are having the same situation as you, right? Because life should be kind, and people should be kind. There's a lot of when we're kind to each other, it comes back. It comes back.
And they say you can't spell life without the big if in the middle.
That's
So you
true.
have to be able to navigate around that.
That's
And no matter
true.
what the circumstance. I mean, I know right within our walls here, everybody's going through something.
Yeah.
And to wake up every day, to make it through that day, and to be able to, put a positive light on somebody else is a big thing right now. There's a lot of people, not just in these four walls, a lot of people right now. Things are crazy. The country's crazy. It's like a lot of things going on. And people have to navigate how they're going to get through the day and how they're going to get to the next day and
Right.
so on and so forth.
And it is November, and we do have a special holiday coming up at the end of the month called Thanksgiving. And I believe that when you are grateful, no matter what your situation is, that can help
Yep.
you get through some really
Yes.
difficult situations. Just being in gratitude.
Like sometimes I hear some like adults, I'm getting there. I'm gonna be an adult soon. But like sometimes you hear some adults saying, "Oh no, you think you're going through stuff," and I'm like, I mean, you could be older than me, but I'm young, and we go through stuff too. Because there's people who think that just the adults like, oh, you know what I'm trying to say? It's like they don't think that we go through stuff. We go through more stuff than what adults go through.
Yet everything's
Because-
relative, everybody's
because
problem is
that's what happens to
like
a lot
that
of
for
young
them.
people because they're like, oh no, they're not supporting me. Like, I went to school, I saw so many kids that like depression, anxiety, all of that. But it's like then they tell the kids like, you think you're going through stuff? My thing is bigger, but then they don't know what the kids are going
Right.
through because they go through stuff too.
Right.
You know what I
I actually heard that if we all took our stuff, our negative stuff, and threw it in one big pile, and we went through it all, everybody would grab their problem right back again.
Right, because everybody thinks that their problem is
It's so
the
big,
most relevant thing.
but-
And everybody's problem is relevant to their life.
That's right.
Jack Canfield has this great analogy. He's the chicken soup guy
Yes.
that wrote the chicken soup books. I
Yes.
met him several times. He's amazing. Excuse me. Yet he has this analogy that when you're riding on a dark road, you don't look at the entire road. You can't see what's dark down the road, but your headlights
Yes.
light up enough to see 20 feet,
Right.
right? So you go those 20 feet, and then your headlights light up the next 20 feet, and then the next 20 feet.
I've heard that,
And
yeah.
that's how you.
And
that's
then you
how
get
move
across
on.
the country.
Yeah, right. Make a right and a right, and you're in China, right?
Route 80 from the East Coast to the
yes,
West Coast.
yes, been on that route.
Would
Yeah.
you like to talk about your kind?
Oh,
you have
yeah.
on Sunday.
Yeah,
I
can't wait for that.
love this. November is also a very special month at the beginning of the month. On November 13th, there's something called World Kindness Day. And I'm involved with an organization called Life Vest Inside, and we promote worldwide kindness. If anybody wants to look into Life Vest Inside, it's lifevestinside.com on the internet. And they have lots of initiatives that promote worldwide kindness. And what we're doing on Sunday, this Sunday, November 10th, is our actually 8th annual Dance for Kindness. It's a worldwide flash mob dance. And last year we were in 50 countries, 120 locations, with 20,000 people dancing the same dance to the same song on the same day.
Yeah, we
And
were there. It
you
was
were
so
there.
cool. It was the first time we went. We couldn't make it the year before, and it was so cool. I can't wait for Sunday to go back again.
Yeah, so
I'll be there.
yes,
I'm trying to make
do
it.
your best. That's all you can do. You were saying that
Right.
earlier, right? So we do it. I'm the group leader for Red Bank, New Jersey. And Red Bank shuts down Broad Street between White Street and Front Street from 12 to 2 p.m. And we have a nice event set up, and
It's only 2 hours? I thought it was
we
longer
only
than that.
shut the street for 2 hours. Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. I
yeah.
remember last year we were walking around though, so I don't
Yeah,
know.
Longer.
You were probably
thought it
because
was
you were at the
longer, too.
rehearsal.
Longer.
Yeah,
You were
'cause
at
we
the
were
rehearsal, which is
We were at
earlier in the
rehearsal.
morning. We do a final rehearsal because it's the first time everybody's together.
Yeah, because we were there since like 8 in the morning, right?
Yeah.
It was probably
Yeah,
9:30,
yeah, 9:30.
9:30
It's
From
9:30.
us, it's like 3 hours, right? 2 hours?
No.
No, it's about an hour
about
away.
an hour and 15
From
minutes.
us?
from
yeah.
your house. Yeah,
Yeah.
from your location. Yeah, it's straight up the Parkway.
Yeah.
And so it's open to anybody to come in and experience the Dance for Kindness with us. And for anybody that wants to participate, it's not too late. You can go to danceforkindness.com. There's a $10 donation to join. And what you'll get from the organization is the dance tutorial. And then you'll appear on my email list, and I'll send you the local information about where our final rehearsal is going to be on Sunday morning, and what's
And
going
so
on
we
for the
should
day.
get there like 11ish, right?
Because rehearsal is over at 11:30. Because then I got to
Yeah,
go
this
shut
way
the
I
street.
can get some shots for
If
the
you
blog.
want some, then 11
So
is
11
fine.
is good,
Well,
right?
if I can go, and I'll let you know, I can bring my camera. And we'll take
Yeah, and do
Yeah,
some shots
that's
because we're
great.
going to do a 2-part blog
Yeah.
on the
Do you still
event
have the
one.
pictures from last year? I
I
sent them to
do.
you.
Yep. So we'll do some of those in
Those
the
are- they
pre,
came out really nice.
in the part one of
nice.
2.
Part
and
one of
then
2 and
Monday we'll do the final one with the
Nice.
pictures from this year.
Nice.
You
I'm
know
excited.
you know what I liked was what the kids wrote in the sidewalk.
Yeah.
When you was talking on the Ava show, you just, it was like even though with the little you say in the papers, there's giving the writing things in the paper, right? Like notes.
So the idea of this actually came from, I'm going to again give a shout out to Grace Christian Church in Tinton Falls. One of the youth group coordinators had called me a couple of years ago and said, Therese, I just saw something on Facebook called Neighborhood Love Notes. And what that is just positive chalk writings in the street. And
Right
she's-
on the sidewalk, right on the
s-
road.
Yeah, right
I
on the
feel-
sidewalk. Well, we have the street shut, so it's safe to actually write in the street.
So you provide the chalk?
So
for them, or
actually, the
no?
first year, Grace Christian Church supplied the chalk, and they for the first year or 2, and then last year they weren't there, so we got our own chalk. But they're coming back this year, and
Oh, great.
yeah,
That's great.
and so they'll be a part of it again. And not only were the kids on their hands and knees writing, but a lot of the adults as well.
Oh, that's great.
It's
yeah.
beautiful. And as I had said on your show, I had a friend who was at the event on the Sunday a couple of years ago, and she parked on Broad Street. And the next day on Monday, and she said when she got out of her car, a woman in front of her got out of her car, and when she stepped out and looked down at the street, she screamed, "Somebody loves me." So that's the ripple effect of kindness.
Yeah.
The next day, I didn't even think about the effect of the chalk still being there, and messages of love still going out there all day on Monday until it rained, and then it got washed away.
Therese, you mentioned the Thanksgiving holiday, and then
Yeah.
we move right into the holiday rush of Christmas and Hanukkah and all,
Yeah.
Kwanzaa and all that stuff.
Yeah.
What do you like to do as far as kindness? Do you do anything special? Because I do something every year.
Oh yeah,
and-
what do you do?
Well, I go and buy the real small tins of butter cookies. I get like a
Nice.
dozen of them, and I just hand them out to random
I
people.
thought you did that
Aw.
for Christmas.
Yeah, that's what
But
I'm
that's
saying.
what
As
you're
you
saying
move
for the
into the holiday
holidays.
season, what kind of kindness thing?
Aw.
You know what
And
else I like to
she-
do?
She's the one that started with it because then I started doing it one year for my church. I bought 50 to 60, right, for the people. Remember I got
Yep.
one, and to give to the people in my church.
Oh, that's
So I know like a lot of
awesome.
people do stuff for the homeless and
Yeah.
stuff like during the holidays, but just a random person,
Yeah.
homeless or not,
Yeah.
wealthy or not,
Yeah.
whatever they are or not,
Yeah, it could,
Right.
and
it
just
could have
hand it to
money,
them.
but
And some people look at you really
listen,
weird.
you could be the most like richest people in the world, right?
Right.
And then you give them something, right?
Just to
That
kind.
could even bring their heart better because it's
Yeah.
like maybe they're rich, they can afford many stuff, right? But they might need just that one bit of person knowing that they
I
you
love
know,
that.
Somebody
there's
made their
love in it.
day, you know.
That I love that you said that because it doesn't cost anything to hold a door open for somebody,
Yeah.
to say good morning and smile at somebody.
That's
It's
such a big pet peeve of
amazing.
mine when you walk by somebody and you say hi and they don't even acknowledge you.
Yeah.
You know, good morning, they don't even acknowledge you. I mean, most people do.
Yeah. They
Yet
do.
it always irks me when it's that person and you know they heard you. You
Right.
know you're right there
That-
and they don't even
that's- you
acknowledge,
know what?
smile, anything.
They're having a bad day, and you know what? If they were to return it, they would have a better day. So they just ruined it for themselves. I definitely believe in being positive and being kind to everybody wherever you go, and
Is
yeah.
there something special that you do? Or-
So actually, I'm a member of the Monmouth Regional Chamber of Commerce, and we go to our local, I guess, adult community center, senior community center, and we all bring a dish of something that we cook. Sometimes I'll make sausage and peppers, and everyone
oh, I'm
brings.
coming for that day.
And we just share an evening with the seniors. We have people in the
Nice.
chamber that are musicians. 3 or 4 musicians will play their music. You will get up. We'll give them like little gift cards to a local grocery store, and we'll hand out tickets so that they can get a little something. We'll dance with them. We have such a good time.
Oh, that sounds
It's
like fun.
such a nice event, and we do that actually on around St. Patrick's Day
Mm-hmm.
and early December, and we just want to give them, some connection to the community with us, and they look forward to it twice a year.
Mm-hmm.
So I just love when we do that community service like that. It's fun for us, and it's fun for them. Yeah, it's great.
Hey, Marco, since you have your Teens with Dreams show, maybe I can put out there that, we give an award every year at my, I do a celebration event every year in March. Well, I started it in January, and then the weather kind of got in the
Yeah,
way,
yeah.
and we moved it to February. That still wasn't good. So for the past 3 years, I've been doing it in March, and I give out like a youth award.
Nice.
And what they have to do is send me a letter of what they do in school and what kind of things they like to do in the community. And then there's a small handful of us that pick one person, and they get an award and they get a little gift bag, and they get recognized at our event.
Nice.
So I'm putting it out there for your audience that if there's somebody that would like to do that, hit me up on Facebook. Go to the 4A Star page. It's the number 4A Star, and let me know, that you're interested, and I'll tell you where you can send your essay, to, so we can consider you to be our youth award this year. And we call it the STOP Award, so it's Step Into Your Own Power. And so we're looking for those letters to start coming in so that you can be an award recipient in March. And I know Marco is now giving out some awards at our yearly event for the people that are inspiring him. So that's kind of cool.
And I was lucky enough to be
you
there.
were there last year, right?
And
I
it
hope
was-
you'll come back this year.
Tell me the date, and I'll put it on my calendar. It was
right.
wonderful, wonderful event.
Thank you.
Yeah,
Yeah, what you talking about with the notes thing?
yeah.
So 2 summers ago, I worked at this Christian camp, right? I'm Christian, right? So like I was working there for the summer, and at the end of the summer, right, for the staffs, right, we had like a staff banquet, right? And so at the end of like the dinner and everything they had like jars, right, with like little like paper things, right? You saw the thing that they gave me, right? And each person that I worked with in the summertime, they will write a note and say like good things about me or what they learned about me or what they what like,
that's in
nice
a
kind
Hallmark
words
movie.
to me. And and
Nice.
just by seeing like in the summer, because I still like struggle every day, you know what I mean, thinking, oh, people don't like me, or I feel like they, what I mean, stuff like that,
Yeah.
And so like seeing all those nice things that they wrote for me just motivated me more to like know that
Nice.
people actually care about you,
Yeah.
And I even wrote for other people too that I met through the summer and everything because we were together for 3 months. We lived for 3 months together, all of us.
Nice.
And there were international people there too. From like
Ooh.
there was one from Panama, a couple from Ecuador. Different people
Awesome.
from around the world. It's like a Christian camp, but they come international too.
Nice.
So it was just nice to read those things that they wrote for me, and even me writing for other people.
Yeah.
It's just nice to know that.
And what you should do, I hope, did you keep those notes by any
I
chance?
have them and I read them every single day to motivate me.
Anytime you're feeling doubtful,
Mm-hmm.
you open up that jar wherever you have those notes and you start reading them, and you'll know people do love you.
I know I read my Bible verse at the end, but I'll read it right now and then I'll read another one later. So I have one in Luke 6:35. But love your enemies, do good and lend, hoping for nothing to return, and your reward will be great.
Yeah.
And you will be sons of the Most High, for He is kind to the unthankful and evil.
Wow.
Yeah, that's great.
Wow. I believe, honestly, and I say this to everybody, I believe you need to give without the expectation of receiving, because when you do give with a pure heart, you will be surprised at the magic that comes back.
Yeah, like I've been helping. I do a lot of community service work. I don't put it on Facebook or Instagram or nothing. Nobody knows what I'm doing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Out of social media.
Right.
I spend my Mondays and Wednesdays at a food bank, and I help them. And I love it. I'm not there just for the recognition or whatever. I just love doing it, and just me helping them there because they're older people than me. They can't be carrying bags, boxes, none
Yet
of that.
I think
So I'm there to help
that's
them.
good to promote it, though.
And
Yeah,
but sometimes it's not good to show
No.
people all that you're doing.
No,
I'd
but-
rather
but
I'd rather them let
sometimes-
know who I really am instead of me showing what I do.
I'm just saying, as far as inspiring others, sometimes it's good to just put it a little bit
Well,
up there and
it's a
say,
good-
"Here's where I am today,"
You know.
so that you can they can know what
You're
you're
right, it's
doing
like-
and they can try to do
It's
something
like
too.
it's a good and a bad thing.
Yep. Yep.
Because a lot of people get it on the wrong side. And
Blessing and a
a curse.
curse.
Side,
Yeah.
But it's it's just nice. I love doing that. Like, I've been doing this since I was like in high school, ninth
Awesome.
grade, and
Awesome.
I did all type of stuff. You know what I
Awesome.
mean? And
Yeah.
I just love helping.
Yeah. That's
and,
great.
And getting back, like a month ago, we went with my mom my mom's a pastor now, and
Wow.
we went out in the streets, and I got from what's the name, the foundation that was in your show, Forgotten Haven.
Forgotten Haven.
They
Yes.
donated me. They gave me 3 boxes of shampoos,
Wow.
Hey,
uh,
Forgotten Haven.
toothbrushes, everything in little baggies, right, to give to people. And so me and my mom got all of it, and we gave it to them. And like just by seeing their faces,
Mm-hmm.
it's happy, and like just by you giving one thing, it makes their day.
Right. That's right. That's right.
So my goal is to hopefully one day have my own foundation.
Oh, that's
and
beautiful.
Help those in need, and multiple things, teens, adults, anything,
Mm-hmm.
because it's just good to help those people in need.
Mm-hmm. And having your own show is a big start.
Yeah, it's good.
Thank
good
you, Jerry.
platform.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And everybody at Hamilton Radio,
Right.
Jerry and Doc G and Gino, and now we got QG. I asked him
Quiet
in the
one, right?
hallway, Quiet Genius. I said,
quiet one?
"Yeah." I said, "You like the QG?" He goes, "What's that?" Like Quiet Genius. Oh yeah, that's good.
So yeah, so
Awesome.
I just wake up every day and I
And you make
I'm
your
not-
bed.
I forgot to say that, but I do make my bed. I wake up every morning. I make my bed. I don't forget to do that. If
Yeah, I
I
do it
don't
too.
do that, it's a horrible start of my day,
Right.
because I feel like I didn't accomplish nothing. Once I do my bed, I accomplish everything. You know what I mean? And I also give thanks to God for another day of life.
Yep.
Because a lot of people don't
Beautiful.
have that. A couple years ago, my mom, I went with her somewhere, and I hit her finger on the door of a car, right?
Ouch.
And she passed out, right? She passed out. She actually died for like 20, 30 minutes. I've never said this.
Seconds. You mean.
Seconds.
But no, 20 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, no seconds.
Minutes?
20 to 30 minutes, right? And
Wow.
this is something that, I'm Christian. I don't really, I like to talk about that because, not many people believe it. I believe, in it. And, just by seeing that, it's like, you know, your your life can be taken any minute.
Yeah.
My dad died, almost died
Mhm.
last year.
I remember that.
You know, and so just gotta be thankful of what you have right now in life,
That's
because you never
right.
know when it's gonna be taken away.
That's right.
I'm not perfect. I always have argument with my mom and everything, but I try to straighten it out with her. Try to be happy, help her, and be there for her.
Yep.
So
Life is
you know,
precious.
and for those teens out there, love your parents. Because you never know
That's right.
when they can just go.
Right. That's right. Life is precious.
Yeah,
People
so
don't realize
precious.
how
And
precious it is.
and
Yeah.
never give up. Keep dreaming, following your dreams. You don't care what people say, because some people say, "Oh no, dreams, you're not gonna get nowhere," but you get somewhere if you keep it positive. You're gonna get somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Just like me getting the award for 30 under 30, I never knew I was gonna get
That's
that.
awesome.
Yeah, that's great.
And,
Yeah, you didn't talk
you
about
know-
that.
Talk
That's a
about
different
that.
audience,
Talk
You know,
about that.
Yeah, so
Don't be shy.
a month ago, one of my friends, Quindell, I guess we're friends now, right? One of my friends, Quindell, I met a few years back in this group. I got selected for my school. I represented my school for this group, and they were all like kids from South Jersey, I think North Jersey too. And it was like a program for kids, like money, like learning about money, learning about credit cards, debit
Oh,
cards.
that's right up your alley, Therese.
Yeah.
All of that. And so I met the kid. I met the guy there, right? He's only. So my birthday is June 20. His birthday is June. No, yeah, my birthday is June 20. His birthday is June 21st.
Wow.
The second day.
The next day, yeah.
So I felt like we had a connection right there. So he did
Nice.
photography and everything. At that time, he was developing. He's only 20 years old right now, and he has non-profit organization,
Ooh.
SNJ Millennials,
Ah.
which is for young entrepreneurs that are becoming, they're promoting their business and trying to get somewhere in New Jersey.
Mhm.
And so he helps them. So every year he has the 30 under 30 that he started for SNJ Millennials. And it's a good
Nice.
spotlight because you get, the community gets to see you. There's a press everywhere. And, and I was happy. I was blessed to, see that because I've never really won a big award like that.
Yeah.
So 30 people get the award, though, right? It's 30 under 30? 30 people under 30,
So,
right?
I
so
believe
it's 30,
so, yes.
30 people. That's
I
amazing.
believe so, yeah.
That's really
So
amazing. Yeah.
I'll be getting
looking
that
forward
next
to that.
week. So I'm
We'll
happy
have
for that,
pictures. We'll have
I'm
pictures.
excited. Let me
Yeah,
know.
it's
I
gonna
want to
be
see
fun.
that. That's
Yes,
awesome.
Yeah.
Yes, awesome.
Awesome.
So yeah, anything else?
Yeah, the charity. You have what's going on with the charity this year for?
How can people
Oh,
get
yeah.
involved? Like, if a teen, or something would like to volunteer for something or anything like that, is there like volunteering?
As far as the Dance for
The
Kindness?
dances or
So the dance, if people don't want to participate in the dance, and I like to say to be part of the experience, we have signs that we can hold up. We just have information on the organization. They can hand out flyers. Just be involved, and just if you don't want to be dancing, because some people are a little shy about that. Just show up at 12 o'clock. We have my friend Lorraine. Shout out to Lorraine. She does the registration table for the dancers, and then she sits on the sidewalk, and she has information about the organization at the table, and she also collects donations because we have to pay to shut down the streets, so we write the check in advance and hope to make some of that money back as well. And she'll have the information about the organization. People can hand out the flyers that we'll have as well. So they can be a
shout
part.
out to our girl Gemma, who's going to be face painting, right?
Yeah,
Or is
Gemma,
Bella doing it?
Gemma and Bella.
And Bella's really good.
She's amazing.
Yeah.
She's
I know
nine
Gemma,
nine
right?
years old.
Yeah, Gemma
Yeah.
came to the
I know she
space.
had a daughter.
Yeah, she has a
She's-
little
oh,
daughter.
she's
She's like what,
amazing.
10?
I met
I
the
think
dog.
yeah,
I
9.
thought she said that was her
Oh
daughter.
no, her daughter.
Yeah,
is
little
Bella.
dog. Yeah, no, that's not her daughter.
The dog to eat with us too.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's funny.
She took the dog in the restaurant to eat with us. She had him sitting at the little
Oh,
chair.
how cute is that?
It's crazy.
No, Gemma and Bella will be doing face painting for the dancers during the rehearsal time.
Oh, nice.
So we're going to
nice.
ask
we'll see her
everybody to
there.
get there at 9:30. So we have like a half hour to get people's
And
faces.
she's going to hang around for a while, though, right?
She actually has another event after, so she's
Oh,
going to
okay.
leave when we finish rehearsal 11:30. She'll
Oh, hopefully I'll see her if we get there
Yeah.
around 11.
Yeah.
That'd be great.
Get your faces painted.
I love it.
Anything you would like to say, Ava? Like,
I was asking Therese
on.
about the charity.
Oh yeah. So what Life S Inside is a nonprofit organization, but they believe also in giving back to other nonprofits. So they've asked the local group leaders all around the world. They're willing to give 10% back to a local charity of our choice, and we chose Soul Kitchen, which is a place where people who can't afford to eat, they can serve and bank meals and have a meal there, so they can have a meal and then just pay it off by helping to serve. And people that can afford to pay, it's $10 to eat there, and they ask you to double it so that you can pay for someone else's meal, which is
That's really cool. I
cool.
like that. Paying it forward,
paying
right?
it forward. Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy. I love it. I said on my show that I was going to be doing some tweaking in the new year, and I want to do more with the charitable work. You know, I love to work with people that are giving back, and it doesn't matter what it is as long as it resonates with me or somebody that
Yeah.
surrounds me. And that's why we picked 21 charities to give back with our bags. So
Nice.
they're different charities that touch the people that are around me. You know, so they're different. But I want to do more of that
Yeah.
in the new year
awesome.
and working with the bags and getting that project
That's
going
awesome.
again.
And if anybody wants to donate to the Red Bank Dance for Kindness, they can go to www.classy.org / team, TEAM, / 257754.
Cool.
Yeah.
I love that word, classy. I had a parakeet named Classy.
You had what?
A parakeet.
Oh, a
One
parakeet.
Yeah, my
Awesome.
first parakeet.
My
was
parakeet's name is
Classy.
Sunshine.
Sunshine. I had a Sunshine too,
Oh,
but my
sweet.
first one was named Classy, and I love Sunshine.
I got it because our office space is called Rise and Shine. So I was like,
Right.
excited.
Yeah, and it's
And then we
cool.
got it about the same time, right?
Yeah.
It's December,
Well,
and
That's
it's gonna be
funny.
he's gonna turn a year now, right? The bird.
Yeah, got
How
him in.
old was it when you got it? Her and my mom got
Yeah,
it.
we snuck that thing, getting to surprise him with that. So we had it in my house on top of like craziness.
Oh my
And,
gosh.
I was trying to I don't know much Spanish, so I was
house
trying to
like
say
box.
good morning to it in Spanish every day.
Oh my gosh, that's funny. How
that
about
was
bringing
great.
it to the office like a mascot?
No, he's great in Marco's space. It's very comfortable there, which is nice.
Oh,
You know, they
nice.
need familiarity.
Oh yeah, okay.
No, but listen, like this parakeet is so smart because it's like I've got like so many people like when my mom listens to music or whatever, or when she's praying or something, the parakeet is like they're like listening
It sings.
and singing it. Like one time, right? One of my mom's friend was talking about her being sad and not motivated and nothing, and they're listening to music, right? The bird, right, sang the song, like talking, like singing it, saying, and I felt
Yeah,
like
it's really funny.
God is telling her to not give up. If it's possible for the bird to talk and sing, why isn't it possible for her to continue?
Nice. Oh my God, that's awesome.
You know, it's
So you-
crazy like that.
So you know those that bird is really special, and it
Oh.
was crazy because your mom and I went to get it, and there were only 2 birds left, and they said that if we came back next week, there would be more birds, and we were going there to get that bird today.
Aw.
So there were 2 birds, right? The one we picked was not the one we got. The one we picked, the other bird jumped out at us. While we were looking at the one bird, the other bird
Pick
jumped
me,
out
pick
at
me.
Yep, and that's what we did. And it's funny because do you ever see those tests they do? You know those tests where they hold up like a blotter and they say,
Yeah.
"What do you see?" They're called Rorschach tests. Well, that bird has one of those blots on its chest.
Oh, funny.
And it was so funny because my daughter looked at it and said, "You should call it Rorschach for the Rorschach test." I'm like, "What the heck is a Rorschach test?" And I knew what they were, but I didn't know what they were
Oh,
called.
she's the one that came. She's
Yeah.
The one,
So,
She know about it all along.
oh yeah, we had it in the house. So yeah, but I've had parakeets almost my whole life. So babysitting for the parakeet
You-
till we
No,
surprised them with it was great.
Growing up, we had a oh my god, animal. Well, when me, my mom, and my dad used to live together. My dad's not together anymore. But when we used to live together, right? We didn't have pets, but there was one day where I got out of school, right? I go in my grandma's backyard, right? And this time I was living in Atlantic City. It's Chelsea Heights area is pretty small, so in the back the houses are like together, like they're like an alley and it's like together, right? I see the mom cat, right? Like hitting the son, right? I'm like, yo, what's up? What's wrong with you, you know? So I go and rescue the cat, right? I bring it to my house. My grandma says, "Oh, you can keep it, right? All of this and that, right?" My mom doesn't want to keep it, but my dad wants to keep it, right? Because he likes it too. So I was just like, we always had pets.
Mm-hmm.
My grandma had 2 rabbits, and
Wow.
My aunt Blanca had a pit bull dog, and we had like 2 cats in the house, and then a part of that we had like 15 parakeets.
Wow,
So-
that's
Gosh,
a
that's a
lot.
lot.
we just had a lot of animals.
That
in the
cat
house.
must have gone crazy.
My
Growing
grandma
up.
used to get in trouble because she used to work at the Rebel Casino, and she used to bring all the food into the house for the animals, like the lettuce and everything, because they would throw it away in the restaurants,
Yeah,
you know.
yeah.
So she would bring it. She got fired.
And now
because
your
of that.
aunt has chickens.
Yeah.
Your aunt
And
has
my
chickens.
aunt Evelyn has chickens.
Yeah, she has a whole chicken coop. She gets fresh eggs every day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, it's awesome. It's pretty cool. And you go park by her house, and all the chickens come running towards you.
Oh,
It's really
that's
funny.
funny.
It's cool.
That must be fun.
Just a reminder, you're ending at 5 of today. So you
Yeah,
got
5
five more
minutes.
minutes.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, okay.
okay.
Cool. So I would like to share a little quick quote. You are one of a kind, and you have something great to offer.
Nice. That's
Wow, that's
beautiful.
great.
Yeah. Would you
That's
like to give more of
beautiful.
your information? Your
Yeah, where
Um,
and when again?
So again, it's Dance for Kindness. We're shutting down Broad Street and Red Bank between White Street and Front Street. You can register to dance at danceforkindness.com or just show up the day of at 12
Is there a
o'clock.
number they can call you? So just in
Or
case.
is
No, they
Facebook
have
or-
to register online,
Online, mhm.
and then I'll get the information
And then on
automatically.
there is like the directions and everything, how they can get there.
So when they sign up online,
Mm-hmm.
it's a $10 donation. They'll get the dance from the organization, and then they go on a spreadsheet that I see,
Mm-hmm.
and then I will email them the information.
Right.
yeah.
With they get the tutorial for the dance.
Yeah,
right?
that comes from the organization.
And then you get to practice it that day.
You can practice it. They could practice it at home. They have a couple of days left.
Hey, you want to shout out to your ballroom friends too?
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
give
so
'em a shout out.
USA
Anybody wanna give a shout out?
Ballroom, USA Ballroom. They're online at USA Ballroom. NJ.com. They, for the last 6 years, have given us complimentary rehearsal time with a professional instructor to teach us the
awesome.
dance. TJ and Brian are the owners of the ballroom. JJ has been the dance instructor the last 3 years. He's amazing. And Kate, TJ's wife, was our instructor the first 3 years, and it's just been a great relationship.
And they're going to be there again, right?
Oh
Sunday?
yeah, so we've been practicing tonight.
Awesome.
Tonight is our last rehearsal. We've had 4 rehearsals.
Oh, wow.
This is the last rehearsal, and then the one live rehearsal at 10 o'clock in the morning
Cool.
until 11:30.
Cool.
And people that register will find out where the secret location. Although people might know where we are. You guys know where we are.
Yeah.
Sort of.
I'll hopefully be there too.
I'll send you the address.
Yeah, I have to get an address so I can put it in the good
GPS.
old GPS.
How about you, Ava?
Well, I think I'll give a shout out to the office space. So if you're looking for any kind of space, you want to do a sip and paint, you want to teach a class, or you just need office meeting space, we rent by the hour, the day, the week, the month, the year. And Marco runs Mr. Panting Productions out of the VIP area in the back studio, green screen studio. We are an Airbnb experience as well. And if you want to find out more, you can find us on Facebook, Rise and Shine, REYES, R plus I's, Rise and Shine. You could call us at 609 418 1434 or find Marco or I on Facebook and, hit us up with some questions and see if there's a space for you at the space.
I also want to give a shout out to the Borough of Red Bank for allowing us to do this.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Out
That's
of the
awesome.
7
That's-
events I've done, the last 6 years has been on Broad Street. so,
That's awesome. I
Yeah.
love when communities do that. I
Yeah.
think that's so cool.
yeah.
And before finishing, I would like to give one more Bible verse. I have a lot of faith, and like I feel like that helps you a lot. and to,
We all
like,
need it right
continue
now.
and just never give up. You just keep that faith in you. Mark 11:24. Therefore, I tell you, whatever you ask for in prayer, believe that you have received it, and it will be yours.
Beautiful.
And
All right.
Thank you, everyone, for watching.
And we are moving to Sunday, so we'll be back December 1st.
Yes.
Nice job.